part of the nephron. Okay. So this is my afferent arteriole. It's coming into my glomerulus. All right.
Okay.
Now I know it's my afferent because this yellow cluster is the juxtaglomerular apparatus. And it's going to monitor all the different pressures coming into that ball of capillaries, because if the pressure drops and I don't have a lot of pressure coming through my afferent arteriole, I want to make sure, hey, I've got to trigger that renin, aldosterone, angiotensin pathway because I need to raise my blood pressure. All right, so I'm going to make sure I hold on to fluids. If my pressure is too high, I'm not going to trigger that pathway and I'm going to release more fluids. Okay, Bowman's capsule is basically catching all the filtrate and it's going to funnel it into my proximal convoluted tubule. Now, proximal convoluted tubule has a descending limb and an ascending limb. Okay, now I'm not caught up in you knowing which is the ascending and which is the descending, but I do want you to know that the pinks are your proximal convoluted tubule. Okay, now when I'm getting ready to leave, I go through my distal convoluted tubule, and this particular region is important because these taller cells are the macula densa, which is all part of that monitoring the pressures. This last yellow area is the collecting duct. Okay, so that's it for this one. Okay. Now, I'm going to go to this one. All right, so here is my capsule. All right, nothing fancy. It's got a fascia covering it, and the fascia helps stabilize its position posterior. One's a little bit higher than the other, and right now I can't think of which kidney is higher than the other.
Right. Yeah.
I think left is higher because the right one goes down.
Yeah, I was going to say the left one is higher. So, there's also adipose that would be around this. Again, it's cushioning and protection. That first inner layer is the cortex, and your cortex contains the bulk of your nephrons. Then you have the medulla, which contains, which the triangles are the renal pyramids. Your medulla primarily contains collecting ducts, except for when you have that juxtamedullary nephron, which is an extra long one. Having said that, the bulk of your nephrons are the corticonephrons. Okay, now, as I come in here, and I know that the booklet was a little bit different. So if I go with my renal artery or arteriole, then I have segmental, then I have interlobar, okay, going in between all of my pyramids, then I have my arcuate, and then I have my cortico-radiate. And it's also called the interlobular, but I like cortico-radiate because it just makes much more sense to me, and that's what I memorized. Okay, these are minor calyxes, which are going to lead to a major calyx, which just means that they're funnels draining into the renal pelvis. That's it. And then the renal pelvis is going to go to your ureter. So that's it for that. Capsule, cortex, medulla. This is actually representing like one pyramid. Renal corpuscle. So here's my glomerulus with my Bowman's capsule. Proximal convoluted, coming down. Loop of Henle. This is my descending limb. This is my ascending. Then I have my distal convoluted tubule leading to my collecting duct. Now what's important to notice is that your collecting ducts actually serve, each of these represent all different nephrons that they serve. Okay, so it's a lot of nephrons to one collecting duct. Now, this is showing what would be the vascularization for this juxtamedullary nephron, and this is my vasa recta. Okay, so, and then somebody was like really picky, and well, this is the vasa recta and this is the veni recta. Okay, I'm happy if you could tell me vasa recta. I'm just happy as a clam. And peritubular capillaries in between.
And this is the
cortical nephron?
Yes, because it's shorter. Even though we see it going a little bit into the medulla, it is shorter.
Okay.
Okay, and then this one goes all the way through. Okay?
And this is that, right?
Yeah, that's it. They're just showing close-ups, and this is this. So that's it.
Okay.
Okay?
I know you hate this one, but can you do that also?
Oh, I forgot about that one. I was hoping to forget about this one. All right. This one I have to work backwards. That's how much I dislike it. Okay. So, when I take a look at this, all right, this represents a cortical nephron. This is a juxtamedullary. Now, here's my renal corpuscle, and when I follow, okay, I have got I've got an afferent arteriole, an efferent. I've got my proximal convoluted tubule, descending limb, loop of Henle, ascending limb, going to my distal convoluted tubule, going to my collecting duct. These all represent my peritubular capillaries. Okay, and that's pretty much it. These are portions of what would be part of the vasa recta. That's it. Okay.
Thank you.